What's up, guys? Welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. My name is Jaime Camille, and today I'm going to read for you Zombies Don't Eat Veggies, created by Megan Lacera and Jorge Lacera. Mo was a zombie with a deep, dark craving. It was dreadful, devious, absolutely despicable. Mo loved to eat vegetables. He grew all kinds of veggies in his hidden garden. And then, in his secret kitchen, he crafted celery, tomatoes, and carrots into delicioso meals that he devoured with delight. Mo's mom and dad did not love vegetables. Not one bit. Veggies were yucky, disgusting. Que asco! Ugh. They were not allowed at the Romero's dinner table. Ready to chase some humans in the marathon next week, mijo? Zombies were supposed to eat zombie cuisine, like brain cakes, brain stew, and brain and bean tortillas. Most parents insisted that their niño eat only zombie food. Finger foods, mi amor? Gracias. I'm not hungry. Mo tried to convince his mom and dad to give peace a chance. He sneaked in vegetables whenever he could, but most attempts were fruitless. His parents wanted him to accept who he was, a zombie. And zombies don't eat veggies. Mo knew he did not like zombie cuisine, and he couldn't imagine letting go of spinach or cucumbers or kale forever. If zombies are only supposed to eat zombie cuisine, Mo started to wonder if maybe he wasn't a zombie after all. Day after day, Mo wondered how he could make his parents understand his love of veggies. His tomatoes were tantalizing, his cucumbers crispy, the peppers perfection. Add onions, some garlic, a touch of cilantro, and gazpacho! Holy aioli! Mo had an idea, his best one yet. Mo grabbed his book of recipes. His fingers flew across the pages until he found it. The recipe for a tomato and veggie filled soup. He was sure the tomatoes would make it look bloody and gloopy, just like a zombie dish. His parents were going to devour it. Mo chopped and diced, blended and pureed, perfected and poured. Finally, the soup was finished. Mo carefully shuffled it over to the house for dinner, where he found a feast fit for a zombie. Mo, you're just in time. Try some arm empanadas, mi amor. Prime cuts. Mira, I made...
Hello and good morning to Mr. Lee Tianqi, PPN PJK, Chairman of the School Board, Mr. Tiu Jin Leong, Chairman of the Parent Teacher Association, Madam Li Yuanhong, Chairman of the Alumni Association, Madam Chu Lei-yong, Headmistress of SJKC Pui Ying, Juan Normaizato Azura Binti Hussein, School Improvement Specialist Coach, SISC Plus, PPD Klang, fellow teachers, parents, and not forgetting our precious students. Welcome to the prize-giving ceremony of SJKC Pui Ying's very first online English storytelling competition. 尊敬的董事长李天志 PPN PJK， 家协主席张金亮先生， 校委会主席连芬女士，本校校长朱丽荣校长，巴生县教育局学校改进专业培训员 Wan Nurmaizato Azura binti Hussein， 老师们、家长们以及亲爱的同学们，大家早上好！欢迎大家今天参与今天的线上英语讲故事比赛闭幕颁奖典礼。Before we begin, allow me to give you some gentle reminders. For those in Google Meet, please make sure to mute your microphone, but turn on your camera to ensure the smooth running of today's event. 大家好，我们现在要给你们一些温馨的提醒。首先，请在 Google Meet 的同学们呢，记得关闭你们的麦克风。但是呢，你们要把你们的视频呢打开，你们的 camera 要打开。Now, please arise and sing the national anthem, Selangor State Anthem, and School Anthem. 现在请全体肃立，唱国歌、州歌以及校歌。Thank you. Please be seated. Next up, I would like to call upon the chairman of the school board, Mr. Li Tianqi, PPN PJK, to give his speech. 现在有请董事长李天志 PPN PJK 致辞。
Chairman of PTA, Mr. Tiu Jing Leong, Chairman of Perasmian SJKC Pui Ying, Madam Li Yuan Hong, Headmaster, Madam Chu Lei Yong, Senior Assistant Teacher, Parents, and all the people. 众所周知，英语是国际语言，不管去到什么国家， 只要会英文，至少可以和大多数当地的居民沟通。如英文基础打不好，可能会造成许多沟通上的纠结，那真是鸡和鸭的在沟通。因此，为了提升培育学生的英文掌握能力，去培养学习英文的兴趣，都要效仿特办校内线上英语讲故事比赛。学习语文是永无止境，因为语文不仅仅是一种学科，更是一种沟通的工具。我记得在2018年6月23日，泰国清迈湖12名青少年足球队员及1名年轻教练在内的13人，因暴雨被困地下溶洞，与外界失去联络。搜救工作随后展开，最后他们全部平安。之后他们受访问说，全靠其中1名少年用英语与潜水员沟通，才让他们活了出来。同时他们也在校内播放横幅拼符簿，你永远不知道你何时需要说英语。可想而知，学好英文是刻不容缓，因为我们不知道什么时候我们需要讲英语。最后，请大家多待在家里，减少出门，好好照顾自己，共同度过这难关的时刻。对疫情，大家要记住期盼重见天日的到来。祝福大家生活顺顺利利，谢谢。
All right, thank you, Mr. Lee. Before we continue, I'd like to highlight that our speeches for Mr. Lee and also for our next speech was recorded prior to confirming Puan Maisatul as an officiator for the event. So we would like to apologize in advance for this mishap. Thank you. So now I would like to invite the chairman of the Parent-Teacher Association, Mr. Tiu Chin Leong, to give his speech. 现在呢，我们要有请家协主席张敬浪先生致辞。
Salam sejahtera saya ucapkan kepada Puan Nur Mazatu Azura binti Husin, SISC Campur Bahasa dari Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Kelang. Terima kasih kerana bersama kami dalam Majlis Perasmian Penutupan dan Pengumuman Keputusan Pertandingan Bercerita dalam Bahasa Inggeris di SJKC Pui Ying secara dalam talian. 尊敬的董事长李天石先生，本校校长朱立龙，校委会会长李艳芬女士，3位副校长、3机构理事、老师和同学们，大家早上好。在这一次的线上英语演讲比赛，每位参赛者各有千秋，表现得非常精彩。首先，我要恭喜各个获奖的学生，在这一次的线上英语演讲比赛展现出你们的实力，让大家见证了你们的成就。正所谓一分耕耘一分收获，每位参赛者的学生都付出了不少努力，都得到应得的收获。希望每位参赛者的学生都只有胜不骄败不馁的精神，再接再厉。感恩大家的踊跃出席，祝大家身体健康，心想事成，万事如意。谢谢大家。
Thank you, Mr. Tiu. Next up, I would like to call upon the chairman of the Alumni Association, Madam Li Yuanhong, to give her speech. 现在我们有请校友会主席李艳芬女士致辞。
董事长李天士先生，家教协会主席张庆亮先生，本校校长朱立龙校长，各位副校长，各位老师，各位家长以及各位同学，大家好。Good morning to the board of director, Mr. Li Tianqi, BPM BJK, Chairman of PTA, Mr. Teo Ching Nang, Headmistress Madam Zhu Lei Yong, Senior Assistant Teacher, parents and all the pupils. 全球网络科技的应用日新月异，现今互网络大约55%都是英文内容。上网浏览网站或搜寻资讯时，也越需要使用到英文。如果人掌握英文，将比别人更有机会获得新资讯及吸收新知识。尤其是不同国家的人在使用社交网站互相交流时，英语也自然成为主要的沟通语言。英语成为国际语言，因此学英文是身为学生必须履行的责任。通过英语讲故事比赛，可让同学们在讲故事的时候体会到英语的精髓，从了解故事内容的演绎的过程，同学们已踏上学习英语的里程碑。友谊第一，比赛第二，有没有得奖是其次，最重要的是我们可以通过比赛取人之长，补己之短。只要在比赛中我们已经做出最大的努力，尽全力，就算没有得奖也问心无愧。Try your best and never give up. 最后，请同学们加油，祝大家健康，谢谢。
Thank you, Madam Li. Now I would like to invite the headmistress of SJKC Pui Ying, Madam Zhu Lei Yong, to give her speech. 现在有请朱立荣校长致辞。
A very good morning and welcome to SJKC Pui Ying English Storytelling Competition Closing and Prize Giving Ceremony. Great greeting to Puan Maizatul Azura binti Hussein, SISC Plus Bahasa, Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Kelang, the Board Chairman Mr. Li Tianqi, PPN PJK, the President of Parents and Teachers Association, Mr. Teo Chin Leong, President of Alumni Madam Li Yuanhong, my Senior Assistant, Committee of English Storytelling Competition, teachers, parents, and all my beloved pupils who are present here today. 法生县教育局官员 SISC Plus Bahasa yang berbahagia Puan Maizatul Azura binti Hussein, 培英华小董事长李天士 BPM BJK 先生，家教协会主席张敬亮先生，校友会主席李艳芬女士，各位副校长，筹委会英文老师们，各位老师，各位家长及各位亲爱的同学们，大家早上好。Despite this pandemic and having to adapt to the new norm, I believe that education should never end. Therefore, we have decided to prepare a platform for our pupils to explore their gifts and talents. We also strive to encourage the use of English for verbal communications among our pupils. Hence, we plan I'm very impressed by all of our children. The pupils of SJKC Pui Ying are very talented indeed. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the pupils and parents who worked so hard in making this competition a success. I have seen such amazing storytellers and good quality videos. I truly appreciate all your efforts and time spent on practicing and preparing every step of the way. A storytelling competition are the best way to build the confidence in children, to sharpen their presentation skills and to recall the sequence in a story and improve the speaking and listening skills of the kids. And school also like to provide a platform for fun and happy learning. Before I end my speech today, I would like to sincerely congratulate all the candidates who won. As for those who did not receive an award today, I commend your courage and determination to try your best. By the end of the day, we are all living in our own story. Allow me to share a quote by Jimmy Nailsmith. We are all storytellers. We all live in a network of stories. There isn't stronger connection between people than storytelling. So keep on telling your story, because a good story is what everyone treasures. Thank you. I would like to continue my speech in Mandarin. 今天是培英华小线上英语讲故事比赛闭幕暨成绩公布典礼。众所周知，英语在45个国家是官方语言，世界上1/3的人口讲英语，75% 的电视节目是英语，3/4的邮件是用英语书写，电脑和互联网也是建立在英语的基础上。另外，在医学领域、建筑领域、文学领域都与英语有极大的关联。为了学习深造，我们必须学习英语。升初中、高中、大学，攻读硕士学位、博士学位都需要英语。英语学习跟上了，能增加孩子们的信心，并带动其他科目的学习以及成绩的提高。孩子们的英语成绩提高了，就成为英语学习的佼佼者，能够帮助他们提高学习的兴趣，增加学习的信心，进而促进其他科目成绩的提高。持续的学习英语能够帮助孩子们养成良好的学习习惯。学习英语如果不能够保持持之以恒的学习态度，中途而废的话，就会功亏一篑。小学英语学好了，基础打稳了，以后的学习就可以轻松点儿。小学阶段就应该拥有学习英语的兴趣、信心和推动力。以后即使课程增多、内容增多、难度加大，孩子们的学习也会游刃有余。因此，本校英文科目小组特别主办了线上英语讲故事比赛。我们感谢我们所有英文老师及家长们的密切合作。最后，我谨代表培英小学感谢英语讲故事比赛筹委会董事长李天士先生、家协主席张金良先生、校委会会长李艳芬女士，以及所有全体3机构理事们、老师们、亲爱的家长及同学们。我更不忘感谢巴生县教育局 SJKC Plus Bahasa yang berbahagia Puan Maizatul Azura binti Husin 的莅临主持开幕。I would like to extend a very heartfelt thank you to Puan Maizatul Azura binti Husin, SJKC Plus Bahasa, Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Kelang, parents and everyone that turned online to our storytelling competition, closing and prize giving ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Chu. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are blessed to have Puan Nur Maizatul Azura binti Husin, School Improvement Specialist Coach SISC Plus from PPT Klang with us. She'll also be officiating today's prize-giving ceremony. Now, I would like to invite Puan Maizatul to give her speech. 现在我们有请巴生县教育局学校改进专业培训员 Puan Nur Maizatu Azura binti Husin 致辞。
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone, especially to the chairman of the school board, Mr. Lee Tian Chi, PPN PJK, the chairman of the Parent Teacher Association, Mr. Tiu Chin Leong, the chairman of the alumni, Madam Lee Hyun Hong, the headmistress of SJKC Pui Ying, Madam Chu Lei Yong, all the senior assistants, the committee of SJKC Pui Ying's English online storytelling competition, respected teachers and parents and beloved pupils. I would like to congratulate SJKC Pui Ying on the success of organizing online English storytelling competition. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be with you today. And as we know, during this pandemic, going to endemic now, physical activities are not allowed, making it a mammoth task for all the members of the schools to organize various competitions and events virtually. Okay, I believe all the teachers have been working very hard, the students, the pupils as well. And I think the parents too, right? Making sure that this competition a big success. Okay, I would like to commend the teachers and pupils of SJKC Pui Ying for painstakingly preparing for the event and also putting your blood, your sweat, and also your tears in order to make this event a huge success. I believe that this will sharpen our pupils' English skills as well as sparking on an interest in them in the area of performing arts, okay? As we know, learning is an ongoing process and should never come to a halt despite of all the obstacles that we face every day. As the saying goes, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low. So pupils keep going and keep moving forward, yeah? Fellow educators, it is my hope and prayer that we strive to better educate and prepare our children for the future as they face various challenges and battles in life. And children, I hope you all will continue to seek for opportunities to learn and never stop learning to become a better person, yeah? Since English is an international lingua franca and it is used worldwide, it is very important for everyone to have the mastery of, using the language at every level. And in order to enable ourselves to be better global citizens and to the point of being the global players, yeah? And sometimes we fall and then we rise again in our life. So I would like to suggest that please do not stop learning, because from learning, you can live your life the best that you can. Never fail to always learn from mistakes and go forward. If you fall down, you can always get up again. And so stay hungry and stay curious for knowledge and always look forward, yeah? And I think that's all I'm gonna share with you today. And I really, from my heart, would really like to congratulate all of you for the work that you have done. And I think simply say, just have a nice day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Puan Maizatu, for giving us such encouraging words. Now, Madam, we would like to invite you to also officiate today's prize giving ceremony. So we shall have a countdown after this, and after that, we shall invite you to officiate today's prize giving ceremony. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. Okay, with the gimmick being shared with all the students and the teachers, I hereby, with humble and grateful notes, would officiate the closing ceremony of English Online Storytelling Competition of SJKC Pui Ying for 2021. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Puan Maizato, for officiating today's prize giving ceremony. 我们要感谢 Puan Maizato 为我们主持今天的闭幕以及颁奖典礼。Now we've come to the time that all of you've been waiting for. 我们现在呢已经到了大家都在等待的时间。Here are the winners for the Year 1 category. 现在我们要颁发1年级得奖者。For consolation prizes, we have Lee Javier Pang Chen Rui from 1U, 安慰奖。Claire Lam Zike, 林子琪 from 1J. Amanda Arena, Rwanda from 1B. Levine T. Ray Chuan, Bai Rui Chuan from 1M. Next up, we have the Year 1 Special Awards. The Most Cheerful Storyteller, 最开朗的参赛者 goes to Fong Yu Heng, Peng Yao Qing from 1U. Most Entertaining Storyteller Award, 最娱乐的参赛者刘晓玉 Liu Xiaoyu from 1P. Clearest Pronunciation Award, 最清楚的咬词 Wang Hui from 1J. Here are your top 3 winners for the English Storytelling Competition for the Year 1 category. Second runner-up goes to Liao Xinyu from 1M, Liang Xinyu, EM Ban, with a story entitled A Nasty Virus That Makes Me Sad, the Coronavirus.
Good morning to teachers and all my friends. Today I am going to tell you about a nasty virus that makes me sad. The coronavirus. 2020 is a special year. That time I was 6 years old, studying happily. But everything was changed in March 2020. There was a killer called coronavirus. We have to stay at home because it's very dangerous. We have our online classes until the end of the year. I was so sad. I could not have my graduation day with my friends and my teachers. The outbreak getting worse and worse. Many people got sick. It wasn't good. I went to Pui Ying school only for 2 months. Have my online classes after that. Staying at home can be quite boring. I am hoping the outbreak will end soon. If COVID-19 goes away, I will be so happy to go to holiday. I'll be so happy to return to school again. I'll be so happy to meet my friends and my teachers because I miss them so much. I will be so happy to play with my friends and my cousins because I have many things to share with them. I'll be so happy to go to holiday with my family because I want to visit many places. If COVID-19 goes away, everyone will be so happy to live a normal life. So we should stay together to fight COVID-19. We must always remember to wear our face mask, wash our hands, and practice social distancing. Together we can do this. Stay safe and thank you.
All right, now we have the first runner-up. Our first runner-up goes to 亚军得主是 Liu Yo from 1J. Liu Yo, EJ 班 with a story entitled The Ant and the Grasshopper.
Good morning to honorable judges, teachers, and my friends. The title of my story is The Ant and the Grasshopper. Once there was an ant and a grasshopper. The ant worked very hard. He worked and worked all day long. One day, the ant went out looking for food. He saw a grasshopper sitting and singing on a leaf. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Hey, Mr. Ant, why do you work so hard? Come, sit down and listen to my song. Hi, Mr. Grasshopper. I'm busy right now. I want to collect food for the winter. You should do the same, said the ant. For the winter? Ha ha! Why do you worry about winter? It's summer now, and we've got a lot of food, said the grasshopper. He closed his eyes and kept on singing. The ant continued to work, and the grasshopper continued to sing. Soon, summer turned into autumn, and autumn turned into winter. It became freezing cold, and snow began to fall. The grasshopper was very cold and hungry. He had no food to eat. Knock, knock. He knocked on the ant's door. The ant opened the door. Please give me some food. The grasshopper pleaded. What did you do during the summer? Asked the ant. I was singing and dancing, replied the grasshopper. No, you should have looked for food, said the ant. The grasshopper left the ant's house. He had no food for the winter. My friends, last year a pandemic struck the world. It has affected thousands of people. Some are sick and many have lost their jobs. If you always prepare for the future, like the ants in the story, you will have a better chance to deal with the pandemic. As the old saying goes, make hay while the sun shines. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a wonderful story. Now we have your first prize winner, 冠军得主, the Year 1 category. Our winner is Liu Jojo from 1M, 一班 Liu 左 with a story entitled The Lion and the Mouse.
Good morning to honorable judges, teachers, and my friends. The title of my story is The Lion and the Mouse. One day, a mouse ran into a lion's den. A lion sleeping inside. She ran up his tail onto his back and jumped on his head. Roar! The lion woke up and caught the little mouse. How dare you wake me up, little mouse? I shall kill you and eat you. The lion roared in anger. The lion looked at the tiny mouse and laughed. How could you save my life? You funny little mouse. Now, go away before I kill you. The lion let the mouse go. A few days later, the lion went out looking for food. Suddenly, he fell into a hunter's net. He tried to free himself, but he could not come out from the net. Help! Help me! Somebody help! The lion roared loudly. The mouse heard the lion's roar. She came to see what had happened. She saw the lion was trapped in the net. Don't worry, Mr. Lion. I will set you free. The mouse bit the net with her sharp teeth. She made a big hole for the lion to come out. You saved my life, little mouse. The lion thanked the little mouse. They became good friends. My friends, COVID-19 has turned the world upside down. It has changed how we live, how we work, and how we learn. Many people are having a hard time during this period. We should help each other like the characters in this story. If you are rich, help the poor. If you are healthy, help the sick. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we go to the Year 2 Consolation Prizes. 2年级的安慰奖。We have Wang Xiangming from 2U. H. Chao Ka-Kei, Chao Jia-Qi from 2H. Puja, daughter of Ganapati, Puja, 2H. Tan Yixuan, Tan Yixuan from 2J. Next up, we have the Year 2 Special Awards. 2年级特别奖励 Most Cheerful Storyteller 最开朗的参赛者 钟金信 from 2J. Most Entertaining Storyteller 最娱乐的参赛者 梁以欣 from 2K. And Clearest Pronunciation Award 最清楚的咬词 Niaz Dani bin Samsul Sharil, Dani 2B. Now here are your top 3 winners for the Year 2 category. Second runner-up, 季军得主 Xiao Li Tian from 2M. Xiao Li Tian, 2M 班 Three Little Pigs.
Hello everyone. Today, I will be telling you a story from one of my favorite books. The title of the story is Three Little Pigs. Once there were 3 little pigs. They lived together for many years. One day, they decided to build their own houses. The first little pig was lazy. He had built a straw house. The big bad wolf came along. He said, I'm gonna blow your house down. He blew The big bad wolf came. He said, I'm gonna have, I'm gonna blow your house down. He blew the wooden house down. The two little pig ran to the third big home. Now the third pig was mine. Building a brick house. The big bad wolf came. He said, I'm gonna blow your house down. Ha ha ha. But he couldn't blow the brick house down. The big bad wolf climbed onto the roof. He flew down the chimney. Splash! He fell into a pot of boiling water. And then was the end of the big bad wolf. The moral of the story is, whatever we do in our lives, we should do it to the best of our knowledge and ability, so not to have regrets later. Thank you. Hello.
Now, next up, we have your first runner-up, 亚军得主. It goes to Carson Ku Kai Yun from 2J, 2J 班邱凯元同学, with the story entitled Coco and the Virus.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to tell you a story about Coco and the virus. Coco and Jojo love to play outside with their friends. They were brother and sister. One day, a bad virus came to town. If the virus went into Coco's or Jojo's mouth or nose, they could get very sick. Where is the virus? Coco said to Jojo, I want to trap it in my net. This virus is too small to trap it in your net. Jojo said, it is so small that we cannot even see it. Oh no! Coco said, I did not want to get sick. What can we do? We must wash our hands. Jojo said to Coco. So Jojo wet her hands with water, rubbed on soap and washed all over her hands. Coco did the same. Jojo, let's go out to play football now. Coco said to Jojo, no, we want to stay home if we do not want to get sick. If we get sick, we will make our friends sick, said Jojo. Coco was sad that he was not going to play with his friends. But you can read books. Jojo said to her brother. Yes, said Coco. I like to read books and I can play with my toys. So Coco and Jojo did not go out and did not get sick. They had a lot of fun at home. When the virus finally left the town, Coco and Jojo could play with their friends once again. Everyone, please stay safe. Thank you.
All right, now let's go on to your first prize winner, 冠军得主. Our first prize winner goes to Louis D. Ray Yang from 2M, 2M 班戴瑞阳同学 with the story entitled Kindness is my superpower.
A very good morning to the honorable judges, teachers, and friends. Today, I would like to share with you a story entitled, Kindness is my superpower. I'm just an ordinary boy. Sometimes I make mistakes. You see, yesterday I was in a bad mood. So I did something very, very rude. I teased my friend Roxanne for her glasses and made her cry throughout all of her classes. When I got home, I saw my mom. She put my hand into her dental crown. She told me, "Honey, your friend Roxanne is so sad. What you did was wrong and bad. You need to be kind." I knew I was wrong, so I bowed my head. "What is kindness?" I asked my mom for advice. Kindness is when you say gentle words. You can be kind to your brother, a puppy, or a bird. You can be kind to someone who is angry. You can be kind to someone who is unhappy. Kindness is when you help everyone in need. Kindness is whenever you do a good deed. I pondered on her words and I couldn't sleep all night. The next morning, I decided to be kind. When Mom made me breakfast, I say, "Thank you." I put away all my toys and make my own bed. I say hello to all my friends. I even share my crayons and pens. And then I saw Roxanne with sadness in her eyes. I approached her slowly, wanting to apologize. "Sorry, I teased you yesterday." Roxanne smiled and said, "It's okay." At night, my dad fell asleep on the sofa. I covered him with a blanket and kissed his forehead. I helped my little brother to tie his shoelace. I was so happy to see the smile beaming on his face. I realized that kindness is super cool. So I decided to be kind everywhere. And you know what? I felt so happy inside. My dear fellow friends, kindness is something you can learn easily. It is an act when you give and ask nothing in return. Helping others is the least that you can do. If you are kind, kindness will come back to you. Thank you.
All right, now we move on to the Year 3 Consolation Prizes. 现在我们要颁发3年级安慰奖。First up, we have 丹心怡、陈心怡、3P 班 Aiden 金佩恩、张瑞恩 3J 嘉佩善、谢佩珊 3B and Chong Kai Ting, Zhang Kai Ting, 3A. Next up, the Year 3 Special Awards, 3年级特别奖励。First up, Most Cheerful Storyteller, 最开朗的参赛者。Lee Spin Row, Lee Sting Row, 3H 班。Most Entertaining Storyteller Award, 最娱乐的参赛者。Gino Lim Junlong, Lim Junlong, 3K. The Clearest Pronunciation Award 最清楚的咬字。梁佩恩 3J. Now here are your top 3 winners for the Year 3 category, 3年级。3年级的季军得奖者 ，Second runner-up Wang Yijin, 温雨晴 3H, with a story entitled The Ant and the Grasshopper.
Good morning to judges, teachers, and all my friends. The title of my story is The Ant and the Grasshopper. Once there was an ant and a grasshopper. The ant worked very hard. He worked and worked all day. One day, the ant went out looking for food. He saw a grasshopper sitting and singing on a leaf. Papa, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Hi, Mr. Ant. Why do you work so hard? Come, sit down and listen to my song, said the grasshopper. I am storing up food for the winter. You should do the same, Mr. Grasshopper, said the ant. Why worry about the winter? It is summer now. We have got a lot of food, Mr. Ant, said the grasshopper. He closed his eyes and kept on singing. Summer then turned into autumn, and autumn slowly turned into winter. It was very cold, and even snow began to fall. The grasshopper was very cold and very hungry. He had no food to eat. Knock, knock, he knocked on the ant's door. Please give me some food. The grasshopper pleaded for food. What do you do during summer? The ant asked. I was busy singing and dancing, said the grasshopper. The ant then said, No, you should have looked for food, said the ant. The grasshopper slowly walked away from the ant's house. He left and had no food for the winter. My friends, this story tells us that it is wise to prepare for the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, we would like to announce the first runner-up winner, 亚军得主 Lao Hansheng from 3P, Liu Hansheng 3P 班, with the story entitled, I Want to Go Out!
Good morning, teacher, judges, and all my friends. Today I want to tell a story about I want to go out. Why can't we go out? Max is very upset. Once again, he has to stay inside. He wants to go out and play with his scooter, but his parents won't let him. Why? He asks, why can't we go out? Because the little bug, Mom says. The little bug is everywhere outside. It's very small and you can't see it. And it will attack you when you least expect it. The little bug is a bully. They hurt people who can't defend themselves. Our grandpa and grandmas who are older or people who are sick. The little bug is very quick and good at hiding, just like a ninja. But the little bug don't know is we have superpowers. I have superpower makes us, you and me, your dad and your baby sister, we all have superpowers. The superpowers to stay home. If we all stay home, the little bug becomes weaker and he can't hurt anyone and he loses his strength. How will Dad go grocery shopping? When he go grocery shopping, they wear his super anti-little bug suit. And if that weren't enough, whisper Mom, there is a super team to working day and night to defeat little bug. Next man, that little bug don't stand a chance. This is what we call great teamwork. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you.
And now we would like to announce the first prize winner, 冠军得主. First prize goes to Louisa Wong Zile from 3U. 3U 班黄子乐同学 with a story entitled Rainbows in Windows.
Hi everyone, I would like to tell a story about rainbows in windows. Charlie is a happy kid. He loves the trees, loves going to school and loves cartwheeling in the breeze. However, one morning as he was getting ready to play, his mom said, "Charlie, I'm sorry, but we have to stay inside today. There is a rotten virus outside making people really sick. Its name is COVID-19. So we have to stay in, wash our hands and be kind. It won't last forever, but it's on everyone's mind." Charlie loved being at home wearing his pajamas all day, but it wasn't the same. Without friends, who could play? Charlie felt so sad. Charlie's mom saw that he was a bit down, so she had a quick plan to cheer up Charlie. She pulled out some paint and a fun paper too. After that, they built a beautiful rainbow and held together with glue. When they were all done, she gave Charlie a kiss and said, "Let's put this in our window where it's impossible to miss." Rainbows in windows will help everyone feel less blue. From that day, Charlie became a happy kid again. So, if you're like Charlie and you feel stuck at home, let's make rainbows together to feel less alone. Everyone, please stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we would like to announce the prizes for the Year 4 Consolation Prize. 4年级安慰奖 Braden 李凯伦 10B 班李凯伦 And here are your Year 4 Special Awards. Most Cheerful Storyteller 最开朗的参赛者 张秀静 or Jay. Most Entertaining Storyteller Award 最娱乐的参赛者金基祥陈吉祥 OK. And Clearest Pronunciation Award 最清楚的咬词抓加配蔡加贝 4M. Now here are your top 3 winners for the Year 4 category. 4年级前3名 Second runner-up goes to Fu Shihan from 4M, 4M 班 Fu Shihan. Perfectly Norman.
Hello everyone, today I'll be telling you a story from one of my favorite books. It's a story about a boy who learns to love himself just the way he is. I hope by the end of the story you will too. The title of the story is Perfectly Norman. Norman was a normal boy, perfectly normal, until one day he grew a pair of wings. Norman had imagined growing taller or growing a beard like his dad, but he had never imagined growing a pair of wings. Have you? Still, you are here now. So Norman decided to test him out right away. Soon, Norman was swooping around and generally having the most fun ever. But then, he had to run in for dinner. You see, Norman had always been so normal. He didn't know how his parents would feel about his external wings. "Dinner," cried Norman's mom. Norman went in and covered himself in a great big coat. His parents didn't notice his wings, but they did think it was odd to wear coat indoors. Bath time was problematic, and so was bedtime. But he decided that no one should see his wings ever. The next day, Norman and his parents went to the park. But the park was far too hot to play any of his favorite games. The swimming pool was that full, long-car journeys were unbearable, and it was nothing compared to his friend's birthday party. The only time that Norman could feel normal is when it rained. Poor Norman. One day, a boy tried to pull off his coat and Norman had to run away. Hot-faced, angry and sad, he wished that he never grown those stupid wings. Then he saw some birds high up in the sky. Then he remembered the joy of his first flight. It occurred to Norman that the coat was making him miserable, not the wings. When he went home, Norman's parents smiled at him. Norman smiled back. Then he threw off his coat and let his wonderful wings fan out. Finally, Norman was free of his coat. The next day, Norman saw other children wearing the heavy coat of their own. They looked at Norman and each other nervously. There was a moment pause, then whoosh! The sky was filled with flying people. Norman had never felt so happy before. Then Norman realized that there was no such thing as perfectly normal. But he is perfectly Norman, just as it was to be. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
All right, now up next, the first runner-up, 亚军得主. Our first runner-up goes to Mir Shaib Shalbin Miralabe, 米尔斯比班, with the story entitled The Kingdom of Hyrule.
Hi everyone, wishing a very good day to my respected headmistress, judges, teachers and all my friends. Today I'm here to share my game-based story, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The title of my story is The Kingdom of Hyrule. 100 years ago, to know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know into the story of a long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into Malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon was passed through generation and generation in the form of legend and fairy tale. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long we discovered several ancient relics made by the hand of our distant ancestors. The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon. Our primal evil has endured over the ages. This evil has turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. Now let me tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters proved little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological to show the safety of the land. Should Calamity Ganon ever return, they constructed 4 mechanicals, wonders to be king to be known as the Divine Beast. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians. The Divine Beast was piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land. And thus the plan was neutralize Ganon was 4 against this ancient evil. The Guardian's task was protecting the hero as the divine beast leashed a furious attack upon their terrible foe. And then when the hero, wielding the sword that sealed the darkness, delivered his final blow, the princess used her secret power to seal away Calamity Ganon. Thank you for listening to my story. The true fact about game-based storytelling. Do you know that game-based storytelling plays an important role in learning? We get to hone our communication skills, build an emotional connection, and improve the functioning of the brain. Thank you.
Thank you. Now for our first prize winner, 冠军得主 Han Rui Jin from 4H 4H 班 陈瑞琴同学 with a story entitled Perfectly Norman.
Hello everyone. Today I'll be telling you a story from one of my favorite books. It's a story about a boy who learns to love himself just the way he is. I hope by the end of the story, you will too. The title of the story is Perfectly Norman. Norman had always been normal, perfectly normal, until one day he grew a pair of wings. Norman had imagined growing taller or growing a beard like his dad. But he had never imagined growing a pair of wings. Have you? Still, they were here now. So he decided to test them out right away. Soon, Norman was swooping around and generally had been the most fun ever. But then, he had to go in for dinner. You see, Norman had always been so normal. He didn't know how his parents would feel about his extraordinary wings. Dinner! Called Norman's mom. As he went in, Norman covered himself up in a great big coat. His parents didn't notice the wings, but they did think it was odd to wear a coat indoors. Bath time was problematic, so was bedtime. The coat was hot and uncomfortable. But Norman had decided that no one should see his wings ever. The next day, Norman went to the park, but he was far too hot to play any of his favorite games. And so it went on. Long car journeys were unbearable. The swimming pool was dreadful, and it was nothing compared to his friend's birthday party. The only time that Norman could feel normal now was when it rained. Poor Norman. One day, a boy tried to pull his coat off, and Norman had to run away. Hot-faced, angry, and sad. He wished he'd never grown those stupid wings. Then he saw some birds high up in the sky and remembered the joy of his first flight. It occurred to Norman that it was the coat that was making him miserable, not the wings. Why don't you take that scuffy odd thing off? Suggested his mom and dad. Norman looked up at them hesitantly. His parents smiled and nodded. Norman smiled back. Then he threw off the coat and let his wonderful wings fan out. Norman leaped into the air. Finally, he was free of that coat. He noticed a few other children wearing big, heavy coats of their own. They looked up at Norman and around at one and another nervously. And then, whoosh! The sky was filled with flying people. Norman had never felt so happy. He realized that there was no such thing as perfectly normal, but he was perfectly Norman, which was just as it should be. I hope you learn to love yourself just the way you are too. Thank you, and have a wonderful day ahead.
All right, thank you. Now we would like to announce the winners for the Year 5 category. 5年级的特别奖 Year 5 Special Awards. First up, Most Entertaining Storyteller Award 最娱乐的参赛者 goes to Stephanie Lai Yixing and Perasmian Award 最突出的钥匙 Isabel Ong Yong Han, Wang Yonghan, 5H. Now here are your top 3 winners for the Year 5 category. Second runner-up goes to So Chi Chi from 5M, 5M 班 Su Chi Chi, the dog who had a bad friend.
Good morning to honorable judges, teachers, and my friends. The title of my story is The Dog Who Had a Bad Friend. Once, there was a fox that lived in the jungle. One day, he went to a village to look for food. There, he saw a dog sitting in front of the house. Why do you sit here? Let's go and look for some food, said the fox. The dog agreed. Where should we go? Asked the dog. Let's go and eat some chickens and ducks, answered the fox. The dog was very happy to hear that. He asked the fox to give him a chicken. You can have that, but you must help me, said the fox. All right, said the dog. The fox took the dog to a farm. The dog was very eager to eat the chicken. We can't go inside now. We must wait until it is night. At night, the farmer cannot sold us, said the fox. All right, said the dog. At night, the fox and the dog went into the farm. The dog was very worried about being caught by the farmer. Don't worry, I've stolen 10 chickens before and I've never been caught, said the fox. If the farmer saw us, we'll run away quickly. Oh, I don't worry, I'm not used to this place. The dog was still very scared. You just have to run into the jungle. The farmer won't chase you if you run into the jungle, said the fox. They walked towards the farm. At last, they reached the chicken coop. They were very unlucky that night. They fell into the trap set by the farmer. They cried out in pain. Ouch! The farmer heard their cries and woke up from his sleep. The farmer walked to the farm. He saw a fox and the dog in the coop. Oh, you came to steal, and you also brought along a friend, said the farmer. You are both equally bad. The farmer took a piece of wood and beat them up. Then the farmer told his wife. The dog became friends with the fox. Because of that, he became a thief too. My friends, if you lie down with dogs, you will get out with fleas. So we should choose our friend wisely. Thank you.
All right, next up is your first runner-up. 下一个是我们的亚军得主 Tan Teck Yong from 5H, 5H 班 陈德荣同学 with the story entitled The Box.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a story entitled The Box. Would you like to know what the box is about? Great! Let's get started. What's inside? Asked Annie. I don't know, said Flora. But whatever it is, can it be mine? Annie walked slowly around the empty box. I know! It's a monkey. Can it still be mine? Said Flora. Annie ran inside, shouting, I'm just going to get some bananas in case it's hungry. Can I have one? Called Flora. When Annie came back, she looked at the box and said, the box is too big. Maybe it's an elephant. Flora sat on the sink eating a banana, thinking the monkey might have liked to swing too. Whatever, can it still be mine? She said. And he ran back inside, saying, I'm just going to get a spotted handkerchief in case he has a runny nose. Can you get me one? Sniffed Flora. When Annie came back, she stood in front of the box and said, oh, the box is really tall. Maybe it's a giraffe. Flora sat in the long grass, thinking this was a great place for an elephant. Maybe, but can it still be mine? She said. Annie ran into the house, thinking, I'm just going to get a scarf to keep his neck warm, just in case. Flora thought she might like a scarf too. When Annie came back, she saw that the edge of the box looked a bit chilled. Maybe it's a crocodile, she gasped. Flora thought for a minute. In that case, I think it might be yours, she said. Annie wasn't too sure. She thought it might need a toothbrush after its long journey. Flora looked up at the treetops and thought the giraffe would have been more fun. Dinner time! Dinner time! Came a voice from inside the house. Annie and Flora looked at the box for a while. Let's come back later, they say, and went inside. I think they had better wait outside thoughts, don't you? The animal will all inside the box. I learned that if we can dream it, anything is possible. Thank you.
Next up, we have your first prize winner for the Year 5 category, 5年级冠军得主 Sok Chi San from 5M, Wempan Shu Chi San, with the story entitled The Dog Who Had a Bad Friend.
Good morning to honorable judges, teachers, and my friends. The title of my story is The Dog Who Had a Bad Friend. Once, there was a fox that lived in a jungle. One day, he went to a village to look for food. There, he met a dog who was guarding his master's house. How are you, my friend? Asked the fox. I'm fine, Thank you.
answered the dog. Why do you sit here? Let's go and look for some food, said the fox. The dog agreed. He felt his master had not given him enough food to eat.
Where shall we go?
Asked the dog. Let's go and eat some chickens and ducks, answered the fox. The dog was very happy to hear the fox's answer. His mouth began to water. He asked the fox to give him a chicken. You can have that, but you must help me, said the fox.
All right,
Said the dog. The fox took the dog to a farm not far from there. The dog was very eager to eat the chicken. We can't go into the farm now. We must wait until it is night. At night, the farmer won't be able to see us. That night, the fox and the dog entered the farm. The dog was very worried about being caught by the farmer. Don't worry, I've stolen 10 chickens before, and I've never been caught, said the fox.
that was before. What will happen if the farmer were to see us tonight?
Asked the dog. If you are seen by the farmer, you just run away quickly, answered the fox. They walked to the chicken coop. The dog was still very scared.
How would I run away? I'm not used to this place.
Asked the dog. You just have to run into the jungle. The farmer won't chase after you in the jungle.
All right, I'll follow your advice.
At last, they reached the chicken coop. But they were very unlucky that night. They fell into a trap that set by the farmer. They cried out in pain. Ouch! The farmer heard their cries and woke up from his sleep.
It must be that nasty fox.
The farmer switched on the light and went to the chicken coop. He saw a fox and a dog in the coop.
Oh, it isn't enough they came to steal. But you also brought along a friend,
said the farmer.
You are both equally bad.
The farmer took a piece of wood and beat them up. Then the farmer told his wife.
The dog became friends with the fox. Because of that, he became a thief too.
So, my friends, if you lie down with dogs, you'll get up with fleas. So, we shall choose our friend wisely. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Now we have the Year 6 Special Awards 6年级特别奖。Most Entertaining Storyteller Award 最娱乐的参赛者安薇恩、洪伟恩 6K。Clearest Pronunciation Award 最清楚的咬词。李俊伟、郑俊伟 Speed。And here are your top 3 winners for the Year 6 category. Second runner-up, 季军得主 Teo Ray Sin from 6M, Zhang Rui Xing, Liu Empan, with the story entitled Be Kind.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to tell you a story entitled Be Kind. Lisa spilled grape juice yesterday all over her new dress. Everyone laughed.
I was it too, but Mom always tells me to be kind, so I tried. I don't think it worked. I said, purple's my favorite color. I thought Lisa would smile, but she ran into the hall instead. When she came back, snack time was over. She bought her asthma and didn't look at anyone. I almost told Lisa that art was my favorite class, but I didn't want her to leave again. So I painted purple splashes and added some green. I did a bunch of beautiful violets. When I painted, I thought about Lisa. Should I have brought her my napkin? Let her borrow my sweatshirt? Spill my juice so everyone would stare at me instead? What does it mean to be kind anyway? Oh, maybe it's giving? Making cookies for Mr. Ali who lives alone? Letting someone with smaller feet have my too tight shoes? He might have braces in them too. Maybe it's helping. Putting dirty dishes into the sink. Cleaning up after Otis, our cat's guinea pig. He's a messy eater. Hey, maybe it's paying attention. Telling Desmond that I like his blue boots. Asking the new girl to be my partner. Listening to Aunt Maggie's stories, even the ones I heard before. Being kind should be easy, like throwing away a wrapper or recycling a bottle or saying thank you, bless you. My mom says the quickest way to be kind is to use people's names. Hey Clara, what's new, Omar? Good afternoon, Mr. Baum. Being kind can be hard too, even when you know what to do. Teaching someone something that I'm good at is tricky, even when I'm patient. Sticking up for someone when our kids aren't kind is really hard and really scary. Maybe I can't solve Lisa's grape juice problems. Maybe all I can do is sit by her in art class and paint this picture for her, because I know she likes purple too. Maybe I can only do small things, but my small things might join small things other people do. And together, they might grow into something big, something really big, so big that all of love for kindness can spill out of our school, spread throughout town, go across the country and travel around the world, and right back to Lisa and me, so we can be kind again and again and again. Being kind is not easy, but it makes the world a better place. Kindness makes a person a beautifulest person in the world, no matter what he looks. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we have our first runner-up, 亚军得主 Yong Jia-xun from 6H, 6H 班 Yang Jia-xun 同学 with a story entitled The Golden Banana.
Good morning to honorable judges, teachers, and all my friends. The title of my story is The Golden Banana. In the jungle, there was a special banana tree that grew a special kind of banana. The banana was so golden that it sparkled and glowed like it had a light inside it. It was the most delicious fruit in the jungle. Every animal in the jungle wanted it, especially the king of the gorillas and the king of the monkeys. The king of the gorillas was very strong, but not a good climber. When the banana looks like just about right,
he sat beneath the tree and shook it several times a day, hoping it would fall down to his waiting rest. The king of the monkeys was not as strong as the king of the gorilla, but he was faster, and he was a much better climber. There was no one in the jungle who could climb as well as he could. Whenever the king of the gorillas was not watching, he would jump over to the tree from the neighboring tree and try to pick it. But the stem of the banana even riper before he could try. The king of the gorillas finally noticed the king of the monkeys stand one day, and he grew very angry and shook the tree with all his might. The banana tree came crashing down. The king of the monkeys was nearly crushed. The banana was free finally and tumbled across the jungle floor. Too angry at each other to notice the banana, the king of the gorillas and the king of the monkeys battled for the right to take the banana. The monkey was fast and daring, but the gorilla was impossibly strong. Still, it was an even match. They kept each other busy for a long time, until they were both too tired to fight anymore. It was then that they noticed that the queen of the ants had carried off the banana and shared it to her colony. They had lost a chance because of their greed. Worse than that, the banana tree had been ruined in their fighting. They will never again taste the sweet and rich flavor of the special banana. They both wished they would share, for even half a banana was better than none. Thank you.
All right, last but not least, we have our winner for the Year 6 category. First prize goes to 冠军得主是梁美妍 from 6M 6M 班梁美恩同学 with the story entitled Zombies Don't Eat Veggies.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to tell you a story entitled Zombies Don't Eat Veggies. Milo was a zombie with a deep, dark craving. It was dreadful, absolutely despicable. Milo loved to eat vegetables. In his secret kitchen, he crafted celery, tomatoes, and carrots into delicious meals that he devoured with delight. Milo's mom and dad did not love vegetables, not one bit. Veggies were yucky, disgusting. Ugh. They were not allowed at the Kosong's dinner table. Zombies were supposed to eat zombie cuisine, like brain laksa, otautat, and brain and bean nasi lemak. Milo's parents insisted that their son only eat zombie food. Otautat, my love? Asked Milo's mother. Thanks, Mom, but I'm not hungry. Milo tried to convince his mom and dad to give peas a chance. He sneaked in vegetables whenever he could, but Milo's attempts were fruitless. His parents wanted him to accept who he was, a zombie, and zombies don't eat veggies. Milo knew he did not like zombie cuisine, and he couldn't imagine letting go of spinach or cucumbers or cabbage forever. If zombies are only supposed to eat zombie cuisine, Milo started to wonder if maybe he wasn't a zombie after all. Day after day, Milo wondered how he could make his parents understand his love of veggies. His tomatoes were tantalizing, his cucumbers crispy, the peppers perfection. Aha! Milo had an idea, his best one yet. Milo grabbed his book of recipes. His fingers flew across the pages until he found it. The recipe for a tomato and veggie filled soup. He was sure that tomatoes would make it look bloody and gloopy, just like a zombie dish. His parents were going to devour it. Milo chopped and diced, blended and cured, perfected and poured. Finally, the soup was finished. Milo carefully shuffled it over to the house for dinner, where he found a feast fit for a zombie.
Milo, you're just in time. I made some spicy mayonnaise.
Tristan, said Milo's mother, I'll make something for you to try too. It's called blood pudding. God never died. Oh, smells strange, said Milo's father with a smile. But it does look delightful. It must be from Clang. They dug in. Milo closed his eyes and sucked in his breath. This was it. Ugh, yuck! Milo's parents did not like the soup, not one bit. Son, this tastes like vegetables. Yuck! Milo's heart sank to his toes. His plan was a bust. How many times do we have to tell that zombies don't eat veggies? Dad, maybe other zombies don't eat vegetables, but I do. Mom and Dad, I'm different, but I'm still me, Milo Cousin, your son. Milo's parents loved their son and finally accepted that it was okay to be different. They even promised Milo that they would eat more veggies for him, but only a teeny tiny bit. Milo's parents knew that most zombies don't eat veggies, but they were more than zombies. They were a family. Remember, it is okay to be different. Be true to yourself. Be honest. Express yourself and don't be afraid to be authentic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now we have come to the end of our closing ceremony and prize giving ceremony. But before that, we have a few other announcements. As a token of appreciation for Puan Nur Maizatu Azura binti Hussein, we will be giving her a certificate of appreciation. 我们呢，为了要表达我们的感谢，我们会颁发感谢状给 Puan Nur Maizatu Azura binti Hussein. Next up, for every participant, you will receive a certificate of participation. 所有参赛者都会得到一张参与证书。As for all the winners, you will also receive a certificate of achievement. 所有的得奖者也会得到一张卓越表现奖状 and also not forgetting a trophy. 还有呢，一个奖杯。Now, before we end today's ceremony, we would like to invite everybody to turn on your cameras for a photography session. Those in Google Meet, please turn on your cameras as we would like to take a photo for today's event. 在 Google Meet 的同学们，请你们打开你们的视频，我们要拍一张照片来留念。All right? Okay. Mr. Liu will be taking the photo, correct? Or is someone else going to take the photo? Okay. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. So everybody get ready. All right.
Ready.
Okay, please. Let's show us your best smile. All right. So 1, 2, and 3. First time. Okay, let's get one more shot. Okay, everybody. Okay, cheese. 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Okay. Are we ready? Okay, thank you very much. So now we have come to the end of our ceremony. So congratulations to all the winners. And for those who did not win, you are still a winner because you did your very best. 感谢大家的出席，我们要恭喜所有的参赛者，还有所有得奖的同学。没有得奖的同学，其实你也是大赢家，因为呢，你有付出很多的努力。All right, thank you everybody for your cooperation and for your support. 谢谢大家的支持，还有你们的合作。A wonderful day ahead. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye. 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 Bye.
Okay, please turn on your mic. Please turn off your mic. Thank you.
Bye bye 老师。Bye 老师。
Okay, please turn off your mic. 把你们的麦克风关掉啊，谢谢。
拜拜。拜拜。那是这个坏，那是这个坏。
你这个。
拜拜，拜拜，地球，拜拜，拜拜。
好，再多一次呢，要感谢大家的出席。Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful day ahead.